Hey guys, here's another video in the series that I'm doing for all the weapons on the new zombies map and how to upgrade them. First one I'm doing is this lightning bow. So you need to get the regular bow. If you guys don't know how to do that, I will have a tutorial down in the description. The very first step is to shoot that weather vane up there. It's gonna spin, it's gonna drop down this part right here, and you just hold square or X on it and you will begin the upgrade quest. Step 2 is to light 3 fires with this bow. I think all of the upgrade steps for this bow are pretty easy, except for this. This is not too difficult, but if you don't know where to look, then you're going to be standing here for a long time just wasting arrows. So I'm going to show you guys a still shot image right here. This is where I look and I get it every time, and I line it up with the very corner of that mountain on the side right there. Make sure you hold down your right trigger so that it consumes 2 arrows. It will do a stronger shot and you'll be able to light that. For the second one that you have to light, what I do is I jump up on this little invisible barrier right here, then I put my crosshairs right on top of it. It's kind of hard to see, and then I move up, and there's like a band of fog that you can see out in the distance. I put my crosshairs right in the middle of that band of fog and on top of that, and then when you do a charge shot, you should be able to light this every time. For the third and final one that you have to light, you need to go underground and get into this teleporter, and you have to go through the pyramid room and get the power turned on first. This is going to teleport you to the rocket test launch site, and this is where the final one is. With this one, what I do is I stand in front of this Wonder Fizz machine, and then you can see it up the side of the mountains right there. This one is probably the easiest one to hit, and I'll show you guys again like a still shot of where I aim. I put my crosshairs almost lined up with the top of that little mountain part right there. After you get these 3 lit up, you need to go back underground into the pyramid room and make sure you have the low gravity turned on. All you have to do is stand on these 4 blue plates for just a few seconds each, and they will light up, and then you'll have intervals of low gravity. Now what you have to do is wall run and light up 5 wind symbols around the walls. Right now the symbols are flashing, and once you wall run over them, they're going to stay lit. So what you have to do is light all of them by doing 1 pass over all 5 of them without touching the ground. If you accidentally fall and touch the ground while doing this, it's going to make like an error noise at you and reset it, and you have to start over. I find this step really easy to do, and what I do is I stand in this doorway right here and wait for the low gravity to kick in. This doorway is located right next to the pyramid, and the dragon is right there on the left. So once the low gravity turns on, I just double jump up, and you just like attach to the wall. You're not going to fall, so you can hold forward on your left analog stick and use your right analog stick to navigate around the wall like a race car almost. You can just make these sharp corners and turns. It's really easy. I like taking this route because it doesn't require you to like jump across any walls. It's like one solid wall all the way around. So I start from that location right there and then end with the one on the left right there. Now you can see that all the symbols are lit up and you're ready for the next step. This is a really easy step too. There are 3 urns around the map, and you just have to feed what I believe is like 6 zombie souls to each of them. One of them is in the bottom floor of the bell tower, and they've got electricity going all around them, so you can't miss them. Another location is on the double tap side of the map on the 2nd floor by this workbench right here. Just feed 6 zombie souls to this one and you can move on to the final one. The last one is at the rocket test launch site in this corner right here, right after you leave the teleporter. After you feed the 6 zombie souls to them, you're just going to notice that it's not collecting any more souls, but it will still have the electricity going all over it, and you're going to need that for the next step. The next step, what you do is you hold down your right trigger all the way, and you're going to collect some electricity from the electric urns. Take that electrified charge shot on that bow and shoot it at that fire that you ignited earlier. You'll see electricity start to swirl around that fire, and you'll know that you did it correctly. You can't reuse the urns. You can only use like 1 urn per fire. For this fire right here, you need to electrify the bow over there by the double tap urn. Take that launch pad over here, jump up, and you should be able to do it from this spot. I'm going to have a quick reference photo guide down in the description if you guys want to check that out, kind of, where to aim. For newer players, it could be helpful. The last urn is at the rocket test launch site. Just charge your bow, again, collect the electricity, stand in front of the Wonder Fizz, and electrify that fire, and you will be done with this step. The next thing you need to do is go back up to that weather vane and hold X or square on that flashing blue electricity. An arrow is going to float up out of the ground. It's going to go all the way up to the weather vane. It's going to join that fire and have like an electric effect. Then look back down at the ground and you're going to see this arrow. You want to take that by holding X or square. At this point, you're almost done. You need to go underground to the pyramid room. There's going to be 4 chests, and each of them are assigned to one of the bows. The chest that is assigned to this bow is going to have some blue markings on it, and on the side it's going to be stone sculptures of gusts of wind and also lightning bolts. Just hold X or square on it, it's going to activate it. You're going to feed about 15 to 20 zombie souls to it. Once you notice that the chest has stopped absorbing souls, then pull out the regular bow called the Wrath of the Ancients. Hold X or square on it, it's going to put it inside the chest. It's going to do its magic on it for a few seconds, and then you should be able to grab it pretty quickly. Again, I'm going to have a quick reference photo guide down in the description for all the steps in case you guys, are trying to do it and you need something to reference. This bow I really like. If you do a single shot and just use one arrow, it's going to do like a ball of electricity. It almost reminds me of the staff on Origins. If you hold down the right trigger and let it charge up, it's going to use 2 arrows and it's going to do like this tornado of electricity. It's really awesome. But I hope this helped you guys out, and we'll see you next video.